Alright everybody, so in today's video I'm going to be explaining to you guys step by step how to get the new ultimate form in DBOG. It is the Mystic Gohan, Ultimate Gohan, Potential Unleashed, Power Awakening, whatever the heck you want to call it. It is the new form in DBOG. Now I'm going to be showcasing it on my Saiyan later on in this video, and in fact I'm going to show you the transformation animation right now. Alright, so that is the transformation animation. So, now I'm going to go ahead and explain to you guys how to get it. I do want to mention really quickly though before I go into that. This form here has 4 different variations. So, I believe it's 4. And it's for each different race. I know Demon has a specific one. Or not specific, but like... I don't know if it's specific or not, but I know Demons have a different one than the Saiyans have, and I know Namekians have a different one than the Saiyans have. So, with that being said, let's go ahead and explain how to get it. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and explain how to get this form now. So, to get this form, you need to be level 600 and go to Otherworld. Now, you need to be level 600 because in Otherworld, there is the Supreme Kai planet, and that requires you to be level 600 to enter it, or else the key pressure will just straight up kill you. You have to wait for a Z-Sword to spawn in on top of the biggest mountain on that map. You have to talk to Kibito. You have to pull out the Z-Sword. You gotta break the Z-Sword by training with it until it breaks open and releases the Elder Kai just like in the show. And then you have to train with the Elder Kai to acquire Mystic. Now, to go ahead and explain that, to go through that step by step. So let's start with the first condition. You need to get to level 600. Now, if you'll notice, here I am in the new level 500 plus world. The South Earth BUU SAGA world. Now, of course, you're going to need to level up. If you're level 1 watching this for some reason, or lower than level 500, you're going to need to get to level 500. The way I recommend that is just do your world's stories, do the raids, do the history quests every day, do the daily quests every day, and make sure you are going to Otherworld every day. A lot of people forget about Otherworld. Do not forget about Otherworld. That is how you get a lot of the XP you're going to need after, of course, you do the story. Now, after that, when you get to level 500, you're going to need to get to level 600. So, at level 500, the best way you can level up is just do the BUU SAGA story. As I just said, the story quests, the raids. Otherworld, I don't think has anything new for level 500s that you didn't have before. But I would still do the higher level quests and the raids in there because they can still give some decent amount of XP. You can go do spaces, history quests, or I guess it's their daily quests in space. Forgive me. And that is how I'd recommend you get to level 600. Make sure you're doing the mentors. The Dragon Balls on Earth, I believe, are another way you can get XP. Or just levels for free. And so once you do finally reach level 600, you're going to want to go ahead and reset. And then go to Otherworld. Now, once you are in Otherworld, I'm going to go ahead and pop my Kaioken times 20 for the best movement possible. Fastest speed possible. Oops, I messed it up a little bit. And up here, you will see the Supreme Kai's planet. It's the big green one. Looks just like how it does in the show. I'm going to go ahead and fly up here. And again, you need a level 600. So even, you know, if you go here below 600, it's just going to kill you instantly. So, not going to work. The key pressure, or whatever. So, once you get into the planet, you're going to fly up here to this purple quest here. And this is Kibito. Now, with Kibito, you're going to talk to him, and he's going to tell you the time limit that you need to wait before the Z-Sword spawns. And now the Z-Sword spawns right in front of him. So, once you're actually talking to Kibito, the Z-Sword spawns in, and you're trying to pull it out. There is a minigame, a timed minigame. A lot of people were saying they were struggling. I had no struggles at all. It was very easy. I feel like it's just a skill issue if you struggle to do it. Now, if you do fail, you have to wait the entire time again. I believe it's 5 minutes. You have to wait an entire 5 minutes. I know, crazy. Not that long. But you are unfortunately competing with other players, so I recommend doing this in a private server if you can. Otherwise, you're going to be competing with everyone else there who wants to pull the Z-Sword. Now, once you actually pull the Z-Sword out, you're going to go ahead and equip it. Now, when you equip it, you'll see it. It's like a normal sword that you're going to have. It'll be in your weapon accessories. You equip the Z-Sword, and you have to swing that mofo like you've never swung anything before. You're going to need to hit someone as well. You cannot just swing it at the air. So if I were you, I would get a buddy. If you have no friends, unfortunate for you, bro. Maybe it's a you problem. You gotta look in the mirror. You gotta make yourself a better person. You know what I'm saying? You know. Other than that, I really have no recommendation. Maybe mentors, just to get some progress done. Do it while you're doing your stories. It is a 1 in 750 chance every time you hit somebody with the Z-Sword that it will break. So, sounds a little rough maybe to you. It can take you, the first swing, it can take you within 15 swings like my friend, 0. Or it can take you hours like it did for Wellworks, the Holy Grail 75, shout out to my boy. It took me about 5 minutes or less of hitting Gray, DBOG developer, and I got it broken pretty easily. So I got pretty lucky, I'd say. And yeah, so once you break the Z-Sword, Elder Kai is going to appear. So I'm going to go ahead and show you guys where Elder Kai is going to be. He's going to be right over here. So that is, of course, is the mountain. Elder Kai is going to be right down here. This little quest marker. Right here. Boom, Elder Kai. Now, he's bald now. I don't know why. He used to have hair. And so, I've already beaten it. But once you talk to him, he's going to ask you if you want to unleash your potential. You're going to do it. You're going to say yes. You're going to do the training. It is the typing game, just like in the time chamber, or just like when you're training for the fusion dance. Now, once you beat that, you have to beat it 9 more times. You have to beat it 10 times in total. And once you do that, you will then acquire, voila, ultimate form. Now, ultimate form, like I said, looks amazing. It has a hefty time consumption requirement that you have to do. You have to level up really high. You have to jump through a lot of hoops for this form. Is this form worth it? First of all, I do want to point out that your face changes a little bit. Something I didn't point out. And then your hair spikes up as well. Looks amazing in my opinion. I love this form. And they actually took off the form cooldowns, I believe, for every form. So it's just so much easier to master forms now. It's easier to play in a form that you don't have mastered because you can immediately go back into it. That being said, let's get back on track now. So, is ultimate form worth it? Now, I'm going to go ahead and tell you right now, I am 99% sure that the form is bugged as I am recording this video. The patch notes aren't out yet. The patch isn't out yet, but a lot of bugs are being worked on by the development team. A lot of bugs are being worked on. And so the team is working really hard to push that out. Now, I believe the defense multiplier, or the damage reduction multiplier, however you want to word it, is bugged. So you do, in fact, take more damage in Mystic / Ultimate form than you would in your Legend Savior form. Now, obviously, that's not a great thing. Not awesome. And then another downside of Ultimate is that I'm pressing 5 on my keyboard right now. Bobity's Mind Control is not proccing. I'm pressing Kaioken times 20. It is not proccing. Now, that means that Ultimate is unable to be stacked on with other stackable transformations like Kaioken, like Bobity's Mind Control, like Blue Kaioken. You cannot stack Ultimate on top of that, which kind of sucks. As you can see, if I go to Heaven's Savior, my Legend form, I can stack this on top of it. And then I can do Kaioken. Unfortunately, not an option with Ultimate form. Now, that begs the question, is this form even worth it? Now, I'm going to go ahead and tell you right now, yes, this form is worth it. Number 1, look at it. It's got aura, man. It just has aura. It has that look to it. Now, the second reason why it's worth it is this form has the highest multiplier, or is supposed to have the highest multiplier out of any form in the game. Now, I got that information straight from Gray. I don't know. I don't know what else to say. Like that, it is intended to have the highest multiplier in the game. Of course, you cannot stack it, which kind of stinks. But I mean, Kaioken times 20. Not many people stack it with their forms anyway, because of the drain. And then with Bobity's Mind Control, if you even have it, it does stun you I think every minute it stuns you, if you have it on, which is honestly not that bad. But again, not everybody's going to have this or choose to even use it. So, at the end of the day, Ultimate is definitely worth it. I think it's a fun little grind to go through. It was not hard for me to master it personally. The first one took a while, but I didn't really even start trying to master it until I actually got to the second phase of mastery. And then I equipped Birder. I went to Otherworld, actually, and I had a friend let me beat him up for like 5, maybe 10 minutes, and I mastered it. So it was not hard at all. That's about it for this video. I don't have much else to say. That is how you unlock the ultimate form in DBOG. Let me know what you guys think of the form. Let me know what you guys think of the update. Hope I helped. Have a great day.